Hello, welcome to my video of the week where I'm going to be taking some cards in guidance for us to help us get through the week in the best way possible. This is to help you use your energy this week to make the best of the energy that's around us. So what did I draw? I've decided to do 5 cards, and the first card is in what should we trust, and we've got the Two of Wands. Now the Two of Wands is a card called Dominion, and it presents us with a choice. If we look at it, we can see that we've got 2 doorways, 2 pathways, and they're represented by keyholes, which tells us that once we make our choice, it's going to unlock a specific route, a specific path, and we're being asked to choose. Now it's called Dominion because we're making that choice from a position of power. We are in a position to be able now to make that choice, and that's really positive. Now, sometimes when we get to the Dominion thing, we find ourselves at a bit of a crossroads. We might be tempted not to make that choice and to sit on the fence a bit. Well, that isn't going to be an option this week. It's going to be important for you to choose, because if you don't, then, things are looking likely to get a bit sticky. The next question I asked, what should we deal with regarding our fear? So what might be a fear for us this week that we're going to need to move through? And the card that I drew for you this week is the Knight of Swords, and that works perfectly. Now look at this guy. He's a fighter pilot, right? He's fearless. He takes action. The watchword of the Knight of Swords is seize the day. So we are perhaps going to be a bit fearful about seizing the day this week, but nevertheless we're being asked to, and it ties in perfectly, doesn't it, with our trusting the fact that we need to make a decision, trusting that the decision making process will serve us well. So the Knight of Swords is it feels a bit aggressive. It's not informed by emotion. In tarot, swords are always unemotional, unempathic. They're not interested in how you feel. They just want to get the job done. And we're going to be a bit worried about doing that. Perhaps we're being a bit hasty. Yeah, maybe we're feeling that, oh, maybe I don't want to rush in because I might regret it afterwards. No, don't fear that. Don't be afraid. You've got to just act. Now, it could also be that fear might be referring to somebody else's reaction. Maybe somebody else will react hastily. Maybe somebody else may be a little bit displeased about the choice that you're about to make, and so won't respond well, and you are worried about the challenge that might set up. Nobody likes nobody likes an argument, and there is definitely an element around the Knight of Swords which is combative, going into battle. And that's what it's asking you to do. Don't be afraid of going into battle for what you want. Make the decision and act. Really important. Even if other people don't agree, even if emotionally you don't agree, important that you do it and you get the job done. The next card I took was where's the joy? How can we get to the joy? How can we get to the good bit? How can we get to feeling good? Because that's what we want at the moment, isn't it? We want a little joy. And we've got the Six of Swords, which is telling us, you know what? It's probably not going to be immediate. The Six of Swords is a process card. It's a card known of transition. And it's showing us a picture of a guy and a child in a boat traveling across a watery landscape. Now in tarot, water always refers to emotion. So it's telling us and that we've got a bit of an emotional journey to make, and that's not going to be easy. Now, if we look at the destination that they're heading to, we can see that there's no colour in it. It doesn't look particularly inviting. It looks different. But what's there? We don't know, really. So we don't have a connection with where we're heading to. We're just being asked to trust that making the decision to embark on that journey will actually be in our favour and will lead us somewhere more joyful, even if we can't see it clearly right now. Now, the Six of Swords is a slow-moving card, and it's never one that we make particularly joyfully. So it does feel to me that the choices that we're being asked to make this week are perhaps not, we're not going to be skipping towards them, put it like that. And we're going to be afraid to rush in. Should we really be doing this now? Well, yes, we've got to. We've got to do this now. So whatever this is, it's going to take us a while to transition through this little bit that we're in. We're being asked to move on from something. That's really powerful in the Six of Swords. Whatever it is you've got to move on from, you've got to start it now. Make the decision. So the next card I took was, what should we learn from and move on from? Ugh. The Lovers. Ay, ay, ay. So the Lovers in tarot is often seen as a romantic, fluffy bunny card, right? And so we look at the Lovers and we go, oh, hurrah, gonna find love. Of course, it isn't actually that fluffy bunny. It's actually quite a tough card. The Lovers is all about choice. And the choices we make from the heart, the choices we make around love. And here we're being asked to move on from and learn from choices that we have made emotionally, probably about relationships, probably. But whatever choices you've made emotionally that haven't served you, that have led you somewhere that is not feeling all that positive now, you have to learn from them and leave them behind. So if we go back again to the beginning of the reading and to the fact that, again, the choice thing is being pulled up right at the top of the reading, we must have faith in the fact that we need to choose. The choice we make needs to be uninformed by emotion. So that's really bringing us back here, isn't it, to the Lovers card. And it's telling us if we want to end up somewhere more positive, we're going to have to understand it's not going to be immediate. It's going to be a bit of a transitionary period while we get through that process. Fun, fun, fun. So the Lovers card is really important because it's a big signifier about how we've got where we are now. And if you don't like where you are now, you've got to look at the choices you've made. And those choices are probably emotional choices. And it's telling you, learn from them, move forward, and leave those past choices behind. Really important. And the final card was, what is the best we can expect this week? What's the best we can expect? We've already been told this is a long process. We've already been told that this is a process which isn't going to be immediate, right? So the best we can expect this week is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is actually a lovely card, but it's got a quiet card. Now, Queens in tarot ask us to embody the spirit of the suit. And the suit in this case is Cups. Cups are emotional and spiritual. So if you're being asked to embody that, it asks you to have a look at what your intuition is telling you and what you believe to be true. And it wants you to sit with it. Just be with it. And to let that guide you. And as it's asking you to embody the spirit of the suit, it also asks you to tune in to yourself and ask yourself, what part of you have you been keeping hidden? What part of you, what kind of authenticity in you are you keeping in the shadows because perhaps you don't think it's acceptable? Or perhaps you've been fitting in with somebody else's agenda or somebody else's view on how you're supposed to be. It's really, really important this week to sit with that and come to the truth of it. The truth of you. What's true about you emotionally? What emotional choices did you make that led you to this point, which means you're going to need to choose differently? Who are you authentically? Getting back to that is absolutely paramount. If you're going to do that Six of Swords process successfully and to get to that more joyful destination, being authentic is the absolute key to everything, and choosing to be authentic is the key to everything. Honesty with yourself, honesty with the world, and what will show up for you will be in tune with that. That's not bad. So this is a reading to take you through this week. I'll do another one next week. Now look, with these readings, these are fairly general readings, but what I think I'm hoping that we can do in the spirit of these readings is for you to tune in and just say, well, what about this speaks to me? Why have I been drawn to this? And is there a truth in this that I can use? Okay, so while I understand it is general, and when I read for people, it's very, very personal, but when we do a general reading like this, it's important that you just tune in and take what positive messages there are that may well apply to you and that you can use positively in your life. So I hope that was useful, and I will see you again next week. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, if you enjoy these videos, please remember to like and subscribe, and I can give you more tarot loveliness around energy work that I hope will be really, really useful to you moving forward. See you soon. Bye-bye.